So by now, you guys know my brother's truck. This is an 89 Toyota Pickup with the 5.3 LS swap. And what you may have also noticed is it's got a whole lot of hand-me-down parts from my 89 Pickup. See, my old fiberglass fenders, my old fractal fab bumper, my old Smitty built winch. It's pretty much my truck. And today, we're making it look 100% like my truck, except for the color.
It's not hand-me-downs, it's upgrades for the trucks.
What are you working on?
Some idiot that put the truck in gear and hit a tree.
You might notice some carnage here on the flat deck. And that's because this truck was parked up there and somebody forgot to put it in gear when he parked it and it went for a roll all the way from that yellow truck up there into one of these trees here. Rolled right into this tree here. Unfortunately, it wasn't just the flat deck that got hurt during this incident. The whole back of the cab here is pushed in pretty dang good, which also caused this body gap to close up significantly. But not really anything to worry about because the door still opens and closes just fine. Just gotta look at a big dent for the rest of this truck's life. We got the old wooden flat deck off, and we're just gonna back up to the box in the woods, drop it on there, and go from there. As I said, we're making this truck pretty much identical to how my truck was. This is my old box. You can tell it's got Dirt.Garage sticker. It's nice and bobbed. It ought to look good on that thing.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of those decals on this truck though first.
What decals?
There's these giant stickers. I hate stickers on vehicles. Stickers do not look good.
Yeah, okay. Have you ever had a box on a Toyota?
Never once. Every truck I've ever bought it and used and flipped, never had a box on it. Both red trucks had a steel flat deck. The 85 had a steel flat deck. The original 85 had a flat deck. That parts Toyota had a flat deck. I never owned a box.
I mean, it's a pretty nice box. It's got the dent from Ethan at Grind Hard Plumbing. I mean, it's got some rust, but it's not full of holes. Dang. LS truck sounds and looks good. Oh, here's the old light harness. Into the shop. This truck has never had a box in the time that Poor Boys owned it, and it had a flat deck previously, so all of the wiring for the taillights isn't gonna work. But conveniently, today, we picked up a parts truck and snipped the rear half of the harness off, so hopefully it's just a case of matching up the wires and plugging her in.
Screaming, heartbeats loud in me. Dust clouds rising, never seen. Cut that steel, make it lean. Bob that gleaming full machine.
In theory, we're all wired up and ready for a test. Did you lose the taillights?
Both of them, yeah.
Yep. Okay, and throw your hazards on. Hey, turn signal.
Hey, we put them on the right side.
All of the taillight wiring is complete, so that means it's time to throw the box into its home. Now that the box is fully attached, all wired up, we got one more little surprise for this box. We recently picked up a couple of first-gen Toyota pickups, and one of them came with this fan-dangly roll bar. And naturally, Boy thought it'd be a good idea to paint it pink.
Yeah, match.
It was with a first-gen that didn't have a box, but it fits perfectly in the third-gen box. So, it's going in.
That truck's so in here. Stay.
Is that where you want it?
No. Balance is key.
Beautiful. Heck yeah, that looks sick. I have regrets getting rid of the Bob box. I think this thing looks so good with a Bob box. What we're gonna do is gonna be better. But this look, I mean, you can't beat it. And that factory style roll bar looks insane. We're not gonna just run some bolts straight through the sheet metal. I went over to the Arc Droid and got these fancy dancy plates cut out that will then sandwich the sheet metal and make this kind of more of an effective roll bar, because if you were to roll this, obviously these would just punch straight through the sheet metal and wouldn't actually provide you much protection. I added the rainbows because I thought it matched the pink look.
Each plate has a name.
Each plate has a name? Yeah.
It's Tinky Winky, Lala, Dipsy, and Poe.
Oh, Teletubbies.
Teletubbies. Here we go. Hey, all done.
And there you have it. Roll bar 100% mounted. The look is so good. But we do have two more items for the box of this truck. These guys. So as I talked about in the last video, we have started working with Habour Freight, and with that they sent us these fancy road shock edge lights. You can't have this real thick roll bar in the back of your Toyota without some yellow lights. So I am happily donating these to the cause.
What's another 2 light bars carried to these?
Plus, yeah, this thing needed more light.
I only have visual fronts, so now I'm gonna go, these are angled this way, and I have full 360 lighting.
The light bar just wasn't cutting it. Or the fender well lights. Or the rear mounted light bar to light up the rear axle. This thing has just got so much accessory lighting, it's stupid. But Boy's got a hard time saying no to free lights.
I like lights a lot.
I like it a lot.
Alright, so let's see your headlight power. Let's do high beams. Oh, not bad. Light bar, the fancy new road forces. You can see the spot. Look at these trees here. Yeah, you can totally see. And that is a ways away. That's crazy how much light these things put off. I think we decided to get rid of the light bar entirely in favor of doing 2 more of these, but in the center. Just the look of getting rid of the light bar and having 4 of these yellow lights up here, overall is gonna be better. One crazy thing we've noticed about these Habour Freight lights is how far they throw sideways. Like, look, there's the truck, there's the shop. It is throwing behind the truck. Anyways, guys, that's about it for this week's episode of Dirt Garage. Oh, Dirt Garage, if you do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button and hey, consider subscribing. We upload weekly Toyota, building, wheeling, and off-roading content. Anyways, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.